It was Christmas Eve 1945. While most families were hanging stockings and singing carols, a fire broke out in a quiet two-story home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. The Sodder family, loving, hardworking, and close-knit, watched in horror as their home was consumed by flames. 5 of their 10 children were believed to have perished in the fire. But there was just one problem. No remains were ever found, and that was only the beginning of a mystery that would haunt America for generations. George and Jenny Sodder were Italian immigrants who had built a peaceful life in Fayetteville. George owned a trucking business, and together they raised 10 children in a modest, happy home. They were respected. But George held strong political beliefs. He was openly critical of Mussolini. This, he believed, made him enemies within the local Italian-American community. Was this just old-world tension following him to America? Or was it the first sign of something far darker? The night of December 24th, 1945, the Sodders celebrated with gifts, food, and laughter. 5 of the children asked to stay up late, and Jenny agreed. Everyone went to bed. Around 1 a.m., Jenny awoke to a strange phone call. A woman's voice asking for someone who didn't live there, followed by odd laughter. Then she noticed something else. The lights were still on, doors unlocked, curtains open, unusual for her meticulous home. Moments later, she heard a loud thump on the roof. By 1:30 a.m., the house was on fire. George and Jenny escaped with 4 of their children, but 5, Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny Jr., and Betty, were still inside. George smashed a window, cutting himself, and tried to reach them, but the staircase was engulfed. He attempted to climb to the upper floor, but the ladder, always in the same spot, was missing. His trucks, both of them, wouldn't start, though they'd worked perfectly the day before. Neighbors tried to help, but by dawn, the home was reduced to ashes. And yet, no remains were found. Not even bone fragments. Not even teeth. Authorities quickly ruled the children dead, claiming the fire burned too hot for remains to survive. But a crematorium owner told George that bones would have remained. Jenny did her own experiments, burning bones in fireplaces. They never disintegrated. The family also found odd clues in the rubble. A hard rubber object that looked like a napalm grenade. Strange footprints. A witness claimed to have seen someone throwing something onto the roof before the fire. Was this really an accident? Or a cover-up? Over the years, rumors spread. One woman claimed she saw the children in a car watching the fire. Another said they were taken to a children's home in Florida. A woman in Charleston said she saw the children with 2 Italian men. Jenny Sodder wore black every day for the rest of her life. The Sodders even put up a massive billboard on Route 16 with photos of the children, offering $5,000, later $10,000 for any information. People whispered, they didn't die. They were taken. But who and why? Over the years, rumors spread. One woman claimed she saw the children in a car watching the fire. Another said they were taken to a children's home in Florida. A woman in Charleston said she saw the children with 2 Italian men. Jenny Sodder wore black every day for the rest of her life. The Sodders even put up a massive billboard on Route 16 with photos of the children, offering $5,000, later $10,000, for any information. People whispered, they didn't die, they were taken. But who and why? George died in 1969, still believing his children were alive. Jenny died in 1989. The billboard stood for over 40 years until it was finally removed in the 1990s. Even today, no bodies have ever been found. No official explanation has satisfied the questions. Were the Sodder children kidnapped? Was it a vendetta, human trafficking, a family secret? Or the greatest unsolved mystery of small-town America? To this day, there's no closure, no answers, only questions, and a family that refused to believe what they were told. If 5 children disappeared from a fire, but left no trace behind, what really happened that night? Let us know what you think. Drop a comment below. Was it arson, abduction, or something more sinister? And if you love real-life mysteries like this one, subscribe for more chilling tales from the shadows of history.